Picture this. A young boy named Alex, slouched on his couch, eyes glued to his phone, scrolling mindlessly through social media. Hours pass, and he doesn't even notice. This was Alex's daily routine, day in and day out. He was the epitome of laziness, always choosing the path of least resistance. But little did Alex know, his life was about to change forever. One day, his grandfather, a wise and accomplished man, come to be seat. Seeing Alex wasting away his precious time, he decided to share a story that would shake the very foundation of Alex's existence. Alex, his grandfather began, his voice filled with wisdom and experience. Let me tell you about two trees that grew side by side in a forest. Alex reluctantly put down his phone, intrigued by the serious tone in his grandfather's voice. These two trees were planted on the same day, given the same soil, and bathed in the same sunlight. But as the years went by, one tree grew tall and strong, its branches reaching for the sky, while the other remained small and weak. Alex leaned in, his curiosity piqued. You see, Alex, the difference between these two trees wasn't in their circumstances, but in how they used their time. The tall tree worked tirelessly, stretching its roots deep into the earth, absorbing every nutrient it could find. It grew its leaves to catch every ray of sunlight, never wasting a moment. And the other tree? Alex asked, now fully engaged in the story. The other tree, his grandfather continued, was content to simply exist. It didn't push itself, didn't strive for more. It was lazy, much like you've been lately. Alex felt a pang of guilt, recognizing himself in the description of the lazy tree. But here's the thing, Alex, his grandfather said, leaning forward. You're not a tree. You have the power to change, to grow, to become whatever you want to be. But that power lies in how you use your time. These words hit Alex like a bolt of lightning. For the first time, he realized the true value of time and the consequences of wasting it. Inspired by his grandfather's words, Alex made a decision that would alter the course of his life. He set his phone aside and picked up a book. He started small, reading for just 30 minutes a day. But soon, those 30 minutes turned into an hour, then 2, as the days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Alex's transformation was nothing short of miraculous. He discovered a passion for learning that he never knew existed. He devoured books on various subjects, from science to philosophy, expanding his knowledge and broadening his horizons. But Alex didn't stop there. He realized that physical health was just as important as mental growth. He started exercising, first with short walks around the neighborhood, then progressing to jogs, and eventually full-fledged workouts at the gym. The change in Alex was evident to everyone around him. His posture improved, his eyes sparkled with newfound energy, and his conversations were filled with insights and ideas that amazed his friends and family. One day, while having dinner with his family, Alex's mother couldn't help but comment on the change. Alex, you're like a different person, she said, her voice filled with pride and a hint of amazement. Alex smiled, thinking back to his grandfather's story. I realized something, Mom, he said. Time is the most precious resource we have. It's the great equalizer. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's how we use those hours that makes all the difference. His grandfather, who was also at the table, nodded approvingly. And how do you feel now, Alex? He asked, already knowing the answer. I feel alive, Grandpa, Alex replied, his eyes shining with enthusiasm. I feel like I'm growing every day, learning new things, becoming a better version of myself. And the best part is, I know this is just the beginning. Alex's story spread throughout his school and community. He became an inspiration to his peers, showing them the power of using time wisely. He started a study group, helping other students discover the joy of learning. He organized fitness sessions in the local park, encouraging his friends to take care of their physical health. But perhaps the most significant change was in Alex's outlook on life. He no longer saw obstacles as insurmountable challenges, but as opportunities for growth. When faced with difficult tasks, instead of shying away as he once would have, he now approached them with enthusiasm and determination. One day, as Alex was volunteering at a local community center, helping younger kids with their homework, a small boy approached him. How do you know so much? the boy asked, his eyes wide with admiration. Alex knelt down to the boy's level and said, "It's not about knowing everything. It's about being curious and willing to learn. Every minute you spend learning something new is a minute well spent." The boy nodded, taking Alex's words to heart. And in that moment, Alex realized he had come full circle. He was now the one inspiring others, just as his grandfather had inspired him. As the years passed, Alex's dedication to personal growth never wavered. He excelled in his studies, got accepted into a prestigious university, and eventually started his own successful business. But more than his academic and professional achievements, Alex was proud of the person he had become. Someone who valued time and used it wisely to make a positive impact on the world. Looking back on his journey, Alex often thought about that lazy boy he once was, glued to his phone, wasting away his precious time. He was grateful for the wake-up call his grandfather had given him, for the story of the 2 trees that had changed his life. And now, dear listener, I ask you, which tree are you? Are you the one stretching towards the sky, making the most of every moment? Or are you content to simply exist, letting time slip away? Remember, like Alex, you have the power to change. Your time is your most valuable asset. Use it wisely, invested in your growth, in learning, in becoming the best version of yourself. For in the end, it's not the years in your life that count, but the life in your years. So, I challenge you. Start today. Pick up a book. Learn a new skill. Help someone in need. Make every moment count, because when you harness the power of time, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Your future self will thank you for the choices you make today. So, choose wisely, use your time well, and watch as you grow into the amazing person you were always meant to be. Remember, the clock is ticking. What will you do with your time?